everyone. It's Allison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, which is on the west coast of Canada. Welcome to my live stream today. It's Sunday and it's 10 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to do some kitten today. I call it my Just Kitten series. We're going to use a really beautiful, elegant, but simply elegant kit called Thank You Kindly. And I haven't opened it or used it, so we'll be doing that together. Just going to wait for some. Good morning, Keisha. How are you, friend? Nice to see you. I forgot to set up my iPad to see if you can hear me, so give me a shout out if you can or can't. Either. Well, hopefully you can hear me, and we can get started. Hello. Hi, Kathy. How are you? I'm so glad that you found me because you used to watch me on my Facebook group, right? The Border Buddies, but it's too flaky. I can't trust it that it's going to work, so I post it later if I remember. You guys can hear me, or I'm sure you would have told me. You would have told me. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Let's go over here. And I also found that I think kind of being on a group, I think the groups were kind of flaky in the sense that sometimes the sound left too. Like everything was fine and all of a sudden there was no sound. Okay, so here is the kit that we're going to work with. Now it's kind of going to be kind of hard to see because it is tone on tone, meaning it's kind of white and white with a slight, with some black. So it might be hard to see. I think this would be a beautiful kit for brides to use to send thank you cards, because I know a lot of brides and grooms, or brides and brides, grooms and grooms, partners, people getting married. Sorry, oh gosh, that was weird. Okay, people getting married tend to use like online RSVPs instead of the mail, like my son did. But he still sent out a thank you card. So I think this would be nice. Hi, good morning, Gail. How are you? So let's see what this is like. I'm trying to figure out, would I be better? Let's just see, you guys. I'm just going to try something. Would I be better if I use this side of my mat? I think maybe, yeah? Maybe the white's too white. Yeah, I think so. So let's flip this over before we start. We can get a little bit more definition between those colors of, it's actually not white. It's more of a cream. It's a cream. Flip, flip. I'm going to use these cards as thank you cards for my customers because I think they're beautiful. And I'm just going to, oh gosh, I forgot to turn on my fan because it's warming up in here. Oh. Okay, so we've got some little accents that we can use. That's nice. And I like the way they put a little thin piece of tissue paper between them, you guys, so they don't get all kind of muddled up, I guess. So let's kind of separate this. We've got these beautiful, look at these beautiful envelopes. Aren't those pretty? I don't know if I'd mail these. These almost look too nice to mail. I might use them for handing out in person. But so what have we got? We've got English, French. I don't know. I don't know if that's Dutch or German because I don't speak either. So maybe you guys can tell me. Okay, so I'm just kind of making little piles here. And then these are the card bases. Okay, so they're like a very thick white, but they've also got a nice texture to them. Very elegant, very, very elegant. Okay, let's grab the instructions. The good news is we don't have to stamp, or it's pretty simple. Okay, so looks like, what are we making? Let's just turn this over. 8 cards and 8 envelopes. So I'm trying to see if it's 2 designs, 4 of each. I'm thinking maybe that would be the case. Looks that way. So 4 of 2 designs. Okay. So the first thing you can do is when you look at your instructions is it's going to tell you what pieces go with what. Okay. So I'll make 2 of them. And then I'm going to make the rest of them after, after we hang up, after the live ends. I'll just finish them off, but we'll only make 2 of them together. So we need that. And then it looks like for this one, we need this really pretty die. So we'll just pop that out. These are fairly substantial, these dies. They're not like thin paper, but they, you know, you got to be a little careful because they do have some little die cuts there. Okay, got that one. And then we've got this one. Oops, move that up a bit. And then we got this one. So let me just put those away. Oh, looks like this little guy. Okay. And then I think that's it for that card. Oh, we need, this is like a watercolor paper, but it's not. It's just like a, do you remember we used to have, oh, what was it called, you guys? Keisha, what was it called? That paper that we had. It was, there was a company called Basil. Now I'm going back 20 years. And it made this beautiful textured paper. And for a while, Stampin' Up! Had it like 100 years ago. Can you see that there? I think that's pretty good, right? Okay, so that's card number 1. And then we also need a thank you. Look how pretty these are. This is very elegant. Okay. All right, card number 2. We need a base. So here's my second base. Second base. Okay, there's my second base. And then we're going to use the non-script thank you. And it says we need this leaf, this big leaf. This has got gold accents on it. I don't know if you can see that pretty. Okay, so I think I don't need any of those or those. I love that they have that tissue so we don't, it doesn't get all messed up. And then we need a big circle. Again, these are this has got that nice texture on them. Oops, let me see if I can't really texture. So we got a big one and a medium one here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oop. So card number 1. Here we go. Now the kit comes with some dimensionals and some tape. You know, one way to collect, I don't like this, you guys. I'm going to just, sorry. I feel like I'm not centered. Here we are. One way for you and or your customers to build up your acrylic block selection is when you order a kit that has a stamp set, you get a block with every single one. And I have about 6 or 7 of these now, and they're really nice. I really like these. And if your customers don't want to buy our big blocks or, you know, thicker blocks, that's a way to build up their blocks. So it's really great. And the other thing is the tear and tape. I'm building up a little collection of tear and tape and, of course, dimensionals. So I've got some tear and tape kind of already out. And this is a whole sheet of dimensionals I got from the last kit that we made. So look at all this. I think that's crazy. All right. Now, I might not use the tear and tape. I might use my liquid glue just because I have glue. The point of putting that glue in the kit is that you can market it or you can give it as a gift knowing that the person receiving it doesn't need anything but a pair of scissors, really. I don't even know if they need that for this kit. Probably not. Okay, so what it wants me to do is it wants me to take this little piece of textured. So we're getting that. I can fold that and we'll just give it a nice little crease. How are you guys all doing today? It's a beautiful day where I am. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to guess that it's a beautiful day for Keisha because she's on the island. But I don't know about Kathy. You're in Alberta, I think. And Gail. Gosh, Gail. Are you Saskatchewan? I can't remember. Anyway, Keisha and I are kind of locals. And it's a beautiful day here in BC. So we just want to glue this down. And I like the way you've got that, you know, sort of the plain, smooth. And then you've got that texture. Love that. Okay, so it wants me to glue this down. Now it's wanting me to use, oops, come on. Okay, it wants me to use the tear and tape, but I don't need to because I've got this. But actually, I should have shown you a trick. Darn it. I'm going to show you a trick. Okay, now that I've got the glue on there, okay, that's okay. Because I am going to make more of these, right? So why don't I just show you my trick? Now, you might have seen this trick before and think, oh yeah, we know that. I've done this for years and years. Too many years, like over 25 years, I think. But if you get your tear and tape and you do what they're asking, which is you're putting this tape on the corners. So, ta-da, ta-da. And another one here. And see, that's why it's tear and tape, because you can tear it. You have to cut it. Now, okay, if you take, can you see that I've got that on there? Okay. If you take this and take all the tape off and then stick it on, you probably do okay. But sometimes if you've got a really large piece of something and you stick it down and you go, no, it's not straight, it's like too late because it sticks. So if you take your tear and tape and just pull up a bit of the backing to release a bit of the glue, okay, and then you fold that out into the margin. I'll show you. I'll hold it up and show you before we stick this down. Okay. Oops, that one kind of messed up on me. Okay, that one trying to fight me. Okay, can you see what I've done there? So I've pulled a little bit off and I've just angled it like almost like a miter, and it's now sticking out in the margins. Okay, and then I can take it and decide, where does this look good? I think that looks straight. And then I can press that down, and then you just go and pull this and it releases the rest of the glue, or you're removing the label to remove the rest of the glue is what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense? Can you see me doing that? So you see this is not completely glued down. It is a bit, but then we've still got this piece. So by pulling it, it's just a way to do it so that it's straight. So maybe not for this project is not as important because it's sort of a smaller piece and you can figure it out, but get a bigger piece. And the other thing is, did you know that this tape is heat resistant? So you can, if you wanted, you can lay it down, peel off the back, add embossing powder and heat it, and you get this beautiful line of gold or silver or black or whatever you want. So really pretty. Nobody's saying anything. Are you guys still there? See, I don't trust this streaming service. I'm feeling like you guys are gone. But anyway, I'm gonna have to keep talking. All right. Now it also wants me to glue these pieces down. So I'm looking at this and it looks like this piece is going to go in the middle of this, and this piece is going to be the back. So we're kind of doing this kind of thing. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oof, very pretty. Let's add some glue. You guys still there? Somebody say something. Somebody, please. Oh, good. I forgot about leaving the tab for the tear and tape to help lay this. Thank you, Gail, for commenting. I was thinking I've lost my people. My people are lost. Now, you know what's interesting is they've got the word popped up, but if you wanted to, you could pop up each one of these layers, and that would be pretty too. But we'll just glue. So you're kind of layering this to form your picture. Okay. Just gonna put my glue here. I love these. These are really pretty. And they've got some, let me see. I think I messed up. I've messed up the orientation of this. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to grab the thank you and use our my fingers are sticking, our dimensionals. And there we've got, thank you, card number 1. Isn't that pretty? It's so simple and it's just beautiful. So can't wait to use those for my customers. We'll pull in number 2. And now what we've got is, oh, before I forget, here's the envelope that's going to go with that. The envelope's all textured too. This is really elegant. This is these are wedding worthy thank you cards. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to glue these 2 pieces down, apparently. Okay, so let's fold this. It is a kit. You have done one and another one in the wings. Yeah, I think it's, and for $20, Gail, 8 cards for $20, handmade, that are beautiful. I don't think you can beat that. And like I said, you get to keep, you've got the tape and some dimensionals. If you already have those kind of products, you just get extra ones. Okay, we're going to do it like that. And then this guy is going to be glued down. Now you could use either side. One side is plain but lovely. And the other side has the gold. So you can decide which one you want. I'll have to kind of remember to tell my customers when I send them this card that it's from this kit. So sometimes people miss things on the website, right? Like you forget to look. Okay, so this guy is just like this. How fast we're going today. Probably could have made the whole kit. But that would have been boring to watch me make the same cards over and over. Of course, you know, you can always jazz things up with anything that you have in your stash. So if you want to add some embellishments or something, but I don't think it needs it. Isn't that pretty? So you got that texture circles, you've got the gold, the elegant thank you. Love it. So those are the 2 cards from this kit. Thank you kindly. Should we move all this out of the way? Nice. Yeah, I think so too, Gal. Like, let them know, because, you know, you might go, isn't that a pretty card? Where did she find this stuff? So it's kind of nice. I try and make it as simple as possible for my customers, right? All right. How about if I show you some cards from my classes that are coming? So today really is the last day to register for some of these classes. So September the 6th, I have it's not all day, but it's 2 classes in a day. It's our fall floral card class. And the first card class, oh my gosh, is at 10 a.m. on September the 6th. And it's featuring the Floral Charms Suite collection. So you're going to get, we always make 8 cards. You get 4 designs, 2 of each. And it comes with a goodie bag. And the goodie bag has Floral Charm DSP, half a pack, Charming Shimmer faceted dots, and petal pink braided ribbon. So I've shown that on earlier videos, but I won't kind of bore you with that. I'll just show you as we go along. So this paper, this is the Floral Charms. This paper is to die for. Look at this paper. So that's an example of the paper. That's a different paper. Oh, here's a different paper. These ones. And then there's this one. So lots of different designs. So let's look at the cards. Okay, here we go. So this was one that we made on a live. So you can go back and find that one. Okay, we've got that on the other side, which looks kind of nice. I don't know what you call this. I don't know. But anyway, we made it on a live. So have a look. And there's the little embellishments that are part of the class. There's another one. There's another the other side of some of the DSP. Pretty. This one we saw. This one my sister sent me for my birthday. And we've got this guy. Love that. This is not traditional, is it? I mean, you wouldn't color things brown, but the paper's so gorgeous that why not pull those browns into the design? Okay. And then here we go. There's the ribbon. Now the ribbon is quite thick, all that together. but I prefer to cut it and then tear it apart. I think we made this on Odd Live. Pretty sure we did. Not sure. Here's another one. So many combinations. And then here's one that my friend sent me. Look at this. That's the Arches die. Love this layout. I think I'm going to use this layout for other things. Love it. Okay, so that's the Floral Charm Suite. So you got to register basically today. Okay, and then the one in the afternoon on the same day is using Floral and Bloom Suite. Now this is from the annual catalog. So again, it comes with a goodie bag. We've got Sweet Blooms bundle. And let me just grab my catalog. Pretty florals. Let's see here. Florals in Bloom. Here it is. I think the Florals in Bloom has, yes, here it is. The Florals in Bloom's on page 4041. So it's got two, it's a mega suite because it's got 2 stamps, 2 dies. Okay. We're going to send you a whole pack of the embellishments, which is, what are these? These are the flat pearls, 2025-2027 in color flat pearls. We're going to send you half a package of the gorgeous designer series paper. And the ribbon we picked is a petunia pop ribbon because there wasn't any ribbon with the suite. Okay, so here's some of the cards we made. Don't you love how it's got this double die? So the words, but then you got the back, you've got the layer in the back. Love that. Bloom where you're planted. I love that. It's such a nice saying, right? It's like you're okay. Just you can bloom wherever you are, right? Let joy bloom. So there's some of that beautiful. Look at that paper. I didn't really take time to look at that gorgeous paper. That's the other side. Here's one. We got this paper too. And another one. You make me smile. I mean, come on, right? And here's another one that my friend Tamara sent me for my birthday. Isn't that pretty? Love this paper. Love this layout from Tamara. Love it. Okay, so hi Sonia, how are you? Hi Joanne. Joanne, you're coming to the, not the charm, you're coming to this one. You're coming to this one. The, oh gosh, Florals in Bloom. Yeah, but you're not coming to the Floral Charms, is it? Did you come on here early and see some of the gorgeous, look at this one, Dr. Joanne. If you came, just look at this one. Look at this gorgeous. This is an absolute gorgeous suite. But I don't think you have it, so I think you're only coming to the afternoon class that day, right? I think so. Anyway, if you change your mind, let me know. Okay, so those were our cards for today. So that was pretty fast and easy. I needed something easy today. I had a big day yesterday. I had a class to teach. And then after the class, I went to my sister-in-law's for a graduation party for her future daughter-in-law who graduated as a teacher. We're all very excited. And it was so hot. But it was a lovely barbecue. But I'm too old. I get tired easy. Anyway, it's just me. Okay, I think I got everybody. Yeah? Look at us. 23 minutes. Oh my gosh, we're like on fire. Okay, when will I see you again? I will see you on Wednesday, 2 p.m. I am going to be starting to show cards or projects using my next class. Our next class uses Peaceful Garden. It's from the upcoming mini catalog. So you guys who got your hands on the hard copy of the catalog, which I know a lot of you do, if you go to page 32, we're going to be using those products. And so I'll show you a card. We'll make another card on Wednesday using it. So the class is October 2nd, which is unusual because we don't usually do them on a Thursday, but we had too many conflicts. So Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is 5 p.m. Mountain time, 6 p.m. Central time, and 7 p.m. Eastern time, Joanne, if that's a class you want to do, or you can watch it later, right? We always record them. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. I hope to see you Wednesday. And in the meantime, happy stamping and have a great rest of the day. Bye for now.